Hello, hello, hello. How are you? I'm so excited to see you back into our today's video. I want to welcome you so much. I missed you over the weekend. I'm hoping you missed me too. And so hope your Monday started well. So welcome to the new week. And in case it is your first time here, my name is Magdalene. I request you to kindly subscribe, like, and comment in this video, and of course there are many other videos that I've done previously that you can also watch and pick a lesson or two. So over the weekend I was thinking of what I wanted to give to you, and of course I come to you with a very exciting presentation. I want to give you some information that I know requires quite a lot of money for you to learn, and this is of course the sales process, because most people don't know about it. And so whenever you are in business, I know you have in mind the customer. And so many a times, the challenge is how do you get into the process of finding your customers, interacting with them, and eventually making a sale. And this applies to whether you are doing online business or you are doing offline. The process is just the same. And it gets very exciting when you begin to do it professionally and you practice it, because eventually you become good at it and you see your sales your sales volume increase, because of course with the increase of customers, then it means that there is an increase in business. So what is this sales process that we are talking about? And of course the first thing that you need to do in any business is finding customers. How do you find these customers? Where do you get them? And the process of finding customers could mean maybe you are giving out flyers, you are giving out you are advertising, or probably you are talking to someone to refer you to someone. So now finding customers is actually the first process, and this entails collecting their contacts. I know we are living in a world where people have lost trust with people because of course some things that people have gone through, probably being conned or scammed just because you gave out your contact or someone found your contact someplace that probably wasn't very safe. But of course there is the professional way of finding customers, and this is first of all interacting with people and getting the contacts. Now, where do you find customers? Most of the times, we are always invited into functions, social events like weddings. We also go to burials, or maybe you have a, now this is the, I'm talking of the offline way of looking for customers. So any place that you have been invited and there are people there, you are most likely going to get a way of getting to connect with them, and you exchange their contacts. So when you have these contacts with you, then what do you do? And where do you keep them? So it's good to keep your contacts in a place where you can always refer. And there is a way you can exchange a contact. It could be a phone, a number, it could be an email address. And when you have that with you, then at least you've created what we call a list. A list of the people that you'd want to get back to and remind them of where you met. Of course, if it is in terms of social media, remind them maybe you met on Facebook, or you met on Instagram, or you met on Twitter, and that is where you had your first interaction. And then now, so that list is somewhere. So once you have created this contact list of your customers, the next step that you need to do is what we call profiling them, or doing a qualification, a pre-qualification, because you don't want to spend so much of your energy and time on somebody who doesn't seem to be interested in what you're offering, be it a product or a service, in the offline or on the online space. So that is what we call qualification. And qualification is just a matter of asking somebody probably their interests. When you get to interact with someone, as they are talking, you will pick one or two things that tells you what they are mostly interested in. So are they interested in fashion? Are they interested in forex trading? Do they have interest in crypto trading? Are they interested in offering some trainings of some kind, consultation services kind of something? Are they interested in things like managing projects? So you are able to tell whether this person's interest is in line with what you are doing. And that is what we call qualification. The importance of this stage or this step is to ensure that you don't waste your time and you don't waste their people's times. Yeah, so it's always good to do a customer pre-qualification. You will also find out what motivates them, because if somebody is well motivated by money, because I know everyone has money as the greatest motivator, and you cannot lie to me. You cannot lie to me you're going to start a business because you are just interested, or because you are passionate about creating business cards. That's why you are in that business. Or because you are passionate about trading. There is the biggest motivator, which is making money. And this one will come if you are going to be either have a mentor or you are the mentor, something like that. Yeah, so identify what motivates them the most. And with that, then now you can move on to the next stage, which is now showcasing your products or service. Because you have already identified their interests. And remember, you already have their contacts. So you can just now book appointments, whether online or offline, and start showcasing what you have. If it is a product, probably it will require some demonstrations. Maybe you're selling a juicer. Then you'll need to do some demonstration to this prospective customer so that they see basically how that juicer works. If you are offering a service, then you can demonstrate. Let's say it's a certain kind of maybe training. You show them how you draw the charts. Probably if it is a tool that you are using for that particular trading, let's say you are using a robot, it's good to showcase it, demonstrate, and explain every detail. Let me tell you, there is a lot that kills businesses, and it is when you leave details behind. I have been a victim before. I got myself into network marketing, and that was back in 2011. No, 2010 actually. And so we were very excited about the company that we were promoting. But what used to happen is after every stage you leave, you find there are some new requirements that you didn't know about before. And so eventually that killed a lot of trust. And because we are getting the same information when you get to that stage, you pass it down to your team members. They also feel like it's like you are lying to them. And so you lose trust and you lose a very good business that you can actually build if you just give the information from the word go. So there is no point of hiding any information when you are selling a service or a product. If you are selling a service that requires a monthly subscription, just say it at the beginning when you are giving the information so that somebody can be able to assess whether they are ready to take in that monthly subscription. Don't let somebody pay for a service or a product, and then when they have made their purchase and that commitment and they are excited about it, at the end of the month you tell them, you see, for you to continue enjoying our product or our service, then you need to pay for this amount of money every month. That will lose trust, and that's how you are going to lose that customer. So during the showcasing or the education stage or the product sharing stage, the opportunity sharing stage, please give out all the details. There is no point in hiding. Just explain everything. That will save you a lot of frustrations in future, both to you and also to your customer. And then explain the benefits of what you're offering in detail. And then also let not the focus be on you, that when I sell this juicer, I am making a profit of 5,000. Or when I take you through this training, this is the much I am making. Let the focus be on that person, your prospective customer. because you want to share the same benefit that you are experiencing to this person. So when your focus is on them, they feel they are at home, because most of them will come to you because they want to benefit in one way or another. If their motivation was money, show them how they are going to make the money. And of course, you have agreed that is the biggest motivator most of the times. So show them how they are going to benefit. So let the focus be so much on them and not on you, because I've seen a lot happening in the online space. Somebody coming and bragging on how they are going to make this money. You see, when you buy this robot, this is what I'm going to get. When you join me in this team, this is what I'm going to get. We are human beings, and human beings have one common thing that you may tend to feel like, so, okay, does it mean by me joining you, this is what you are getting from me? So that feeling is there for any human being. So professionally, we know in business the benefit goes to both. It will go to the consumer and it will go to the provider. That one we know, and that is a fact. But don't overstress it when you are showcasing your product to your prospective customer, because most of them, you will lose them at that point. For me, of course, I don't care, because I understand this industry very well. I know if I am joining you in any online platform, be it an investment platform, even in trading, for me to be a trader using a certain broker, for example, or a certain exchange, there is what the owner is going to get by me trading. I know if I join you in any network marketing or online space, there is that kind of a referral commission that comes to you as the person who showed me this opportunity. So for me, I don't care, because I am of age in this industry and I understand. But there are newbies who are coming in and they have that kind of a feeling. So just do it professionally. Later on, when they'll become of age, they will understand. Yeah, then the next thing that is always very important is what we call follow-up. Follow-up is simply keeping your prospective customer in touch. And how do you keep in touch with them? Number one is when you have any trade fairs of some kind or exhibitions. Maybe you're doing products, probably you brought in new stock. Invite them to pass by. If it is a shop, tell them come by and pass by in my shop and see the new things that I've brought, because probably what you had explained before is not what they wanted. So when you invite them to these exhibitions, conventions, trade fairs, you are keeping this person in touch. You invite them into Zoom calls, you invite them into Facebook groups that are created for that particular opportunity that you had shared with them. So invite them so that they can be well informed, so that there's something that is constantly reminding them of what you had shared before, and so that they know you still remember them every now and then. Yeah, so that is now what we call follow-up. And at times, you may just need to give a call or a text to just check on how they are doing, because probably you shared your business with someone who was very interested. And when they got back home, something happened to them. We know maybe they fell sick, or their kin is sick, or they got themselves into some kind of some social problems. But by you checking on them, not because you really want to get them out of that problem they are in, they feel, because again, remember, you are dealing with human beings here, they feel that you also care about their well-being, not necessarily about the business that you shared. So it's good, my friends, for you to just follow up on your prospective customers. And that is how eventually people trust in you and they build a lot of confidence. And even if they had not understood fully initially what it is that you are sharing, They feel that you are a person that they can actually be associated with. And some of them will decide, let me just jump into this that is shared, or let me just buy this product, let me just get into this service, because this person looks like somebody who is going to even guide me, because they have been keeping in touch and checking on me. And also, in the process of doing those follow-ups, even if somebody lost interest when you first shared the business, they could actually meet someone else in their contact lists or in their relations, and they may feel like this, my friend, would actually fit so much into what Magdalene was sharing. So for them, they may not actually be involved. But because you've been following up and keeping in touch with them, they are most likely going to refer you to someone else. And who knows? Because you see, in business world, we are told we are only one contact away from the rest of the world. Or we are just one contact away from the doers. And so this person who you share the opportunity to could actually be acting as a bridge between you and the right person that you're actually looking for your product, for your service, or for any business that you wanted the person to be involved in. So remember to keep following up. Sometimes I've seen people talking to people so badly just because they never got to buy what you wanted them to, or they never got involved in what you are sharing. So you catch feelings. You even block them. Sometimes they drop you a message and you don't even reply. You are left wondering, what does this person want? After all, I shared an opportunity and they didn't get it. I once traveled to a different country and I found the shop attendants very welcoming. You get in, you are actually just walking around to see what they have to offer, and you leave the shop without buying anything. But at your exit, you are told, come again, ma. It feels so good. And the next time you visit such a place, you already went round and you saw. And the welcome was so good. They even asked for your contact so that they keep on doing a follow-up. So you will go back. So following up is where the fortune is. My friends, we say in any business, the fortune is in the follow-up. I repeat, the fortune is in the follow-up. If you did not know, please just know. Following up on your prospective customers is the biggest entry to building long-term business relationship with that particular person. Follow-up actually is a very long topic. It has a lot. We cannot exhaust in this video, but I really want to stress it. Again, maybe somebody comes to your shop even, they just buy one item. You had very many anticipations that they are going to spend a lot. And the manner in which you act or you treat them when they are exiting your shop, it's like you're just chasing them away. You've lost that customer. And then again in follow-up, really be mindful of the language that you use. If again, for example, somebody had come, you had shared the opportunity of the product or service you have, and then they went and you're doing a follow-up, and the first thing you're asking them is, you are a very bad person. Why have you been so quiet? Why did you waste my time? Why did you come with it if you knew you are not going to buy into what I was sharing? My friend, that one is a very bad language in the business world. Mind of the language that you use when you are doing your follow-up with your customers. Then, of course, there is the closing of the sale. So remember, you found the customer, you did a qualification, now you identified their interests, you did the presentation of what you had to offer, the product, they already saw it, the service, you took them through the process and everything is fine with them. Then now you are doing follow-up. Then the last that you need to do is to do a closing of that sale, because you see, you can't leave it open all through. Now human beings naturally are to be told of the action to take, and that action to take is the closing of the sale. So you tell them now is that some of them actually you will do all this process, and eventually they ask you what do I do, what should I do. So you tell them it's time to pay. Then ask them, how do you want to pay? Do you want to pay with the cryptocurrency? Do you want to pay with the Visa card? Do you want to pay via cash? Give them the action. How many pieces do you want to take? When do you want to embark on this training? How many weeks do you want to go for this training? So you are actually now bringing in the closing aspect of that particular sale. So just do the closing of the sale. So that is not an open-ended process that never go to the closing of the sale. Yes, and so it doesn't mean when you get to the closing of the sale, they have actually paid. Some will pay, others you will stick to step number, the follow-up step. Some of them you will stick there and never ever be tired of doing a follow-up. So with that in mind, it is my view that you have actually just seen. I was just doing a summary of these processes because it's a long thing. The sales process is long, but that was the summary of it all. And I want to believe that if you are in business, you are in business to win, you are in business to make money, and you'll make the money if you have a good customer base. If you are in any kind of an online business system, network marketing, or that requires you to refer people, and by the way, most of them these days, the online platforms, you will earn passively without referring anybody. But you see, we are human beings, and when you see something is working on well, you'll want to tell someone. Because of course there is that which comes when you do the extra. Just don't be that ordinary person. In one of my videos, I said I've tried to keep off from network marketing because I feel that probably my age, you get to some age and you feel like you're getting tired. But the minute I try to get off from it, I find myself back inside, right in the middle of it. So I have accepted that fact. So what I'm saying is that for those who are still interested in referring people, then follow this process. Those who are doing products, physical products, follow this process and see the kind of results that you're going to get. And of course, everything gets better with the time. You probably will make some mistakes here in the process of maybe finding, especially some people are usually very shy when it comes to now finding the customers, maybe looking at getting the contacts. So that is one stage that maybe people are stuck with. But now we have what we call automated processes of finding the customer, getting the contact. That one gets deeper into what we call digital. Now that is where digital marketers come in, because they are going to help us in finding the customers. Why? Because they are going to set up for us systems that will automate the process, but the customer or the prospective customer will still feel that they are in touch with someone. Because when it comes to this, it's where now sales funnels come in. It's where we have the lead captures coming in, or the capture pages. Just to bring it closer home, I'm sure you've been probably in let's say Facebook, or maybe you got an email and you're wondering where this email came from. But let me give the example of Facebook. You see, it's like an advertisement that comes and tells you the easiest way to make money online. Click here for more information. Then you click on that button, and then it takes you to some brief description, and then there's a place you enter your email and your mobile number and your name. Then you are told, click here if you want more information. Now, my friend, the time you've entered your name, your email, and your phone number, that person who designed that system has found their customer. You've given your contact. And then, once you enter those details, it will be followed up by a certain video explaining about what it is all about. That product or that service is now explained in that video. And remember, you gave out your email. That email and the number, they'll use it for follow-up. Every day you wake up, in your inbox, you find there is an email telling you this and this. Every time now there will be the entire process of now, they will take you to closing until they even show you, if you want to be involved, how you're supposed to pay. Visa card, MasterCard, credit cards, Bitcoins, USDT. So at stage 1 of finding the customer and contact creation, that process is automated these days. But of course, there is a cost implication, because that is somebody's software that you're going to use for that particular purpose. So I want to tell you, if you are getting into any kind of a marketing business, offline or online, but anyway, all the businesses are to be marketed, then you have automation that can take place. So this one was just an introduction, because even when you are going to do the automation, it's good to have some background information of the sales process, so that you can know from here it goes to this one, it goes to this one. And so with that, I want to wish you a great day. Taking the lessons, kindly remember to share, to subscribe into this channel, share it with your family and friends, and give me some comments, because I'm going to use the comments for feedback and keep on seeing the areas that I need to improve. And of course, stay tuned for the next video. See you next. Bye bye.